Little House on the Prairie wasn't just a TV show. It was a heartfelt journey into the struggles and triumphs of frontier life. From Charles Ingalls' steadfast leadership to Laura's coming-of-age adventures and the comedic drama brought by the Olsen family, this series gave us unforgettable characters and stories that stood the test of time. For nearly a decade, it painted a vivid picture of resilience, family, and love, creating a legacy that continues to touch viewers worldwide. But while the cast brought life to Walnut Grove, time has taken some of these cherished stars from us. Today, we'll honor the Little House on the Prairie cast members who are no longer with us. We'll celebrate their lives, explore their careers, and share details about their final days and lasting impact. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tributes to the stars who left an indelible mark on our hearts. Now, let's look back and remember the incredible actors who made Little House on the Prairie the timeless classic it remains today. Hersha Parady as Alice Garvey.
Not you, us. Just to help out. Jonathan, we're a family. We should think of ourselves as one. You sold the team? But how could you? How could you do such a foolish thing?
Hersha Parady was 31 years old when she joined Little House on the Prairie in 1977, portraying Alice Garvey, the loving and gentle wife of Jonathan Garvey and a mother figure to the Ingalls family. Before Little House, Parady appeared in various TV shows, including The Waltons and Bearcats. After leaving Little House on the Prairie, Parady retired from acting and focused on a quieter life. Hersha Parady passed away on August 23, 2023, at the age of 78, following a battle with a brain tumor. She was cremated. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Shannen Doherty as Jenny Wilder.
Uncle Monzo.
Son.
You can't do that.
Well, then what?
Wait a minute. Maybe Miss Plum let me...
Shannen Doherty joined Little House on the Prairie in 1982, portraying Jenny Wilder, the niece of Laura Ingalls Wilder, at the age of 11. Before Little House, she became famous for her role as Brenda Walsh in Beverly Hills 90210 and starred in Heathers 1989, Charmed, and others. Shannen Doherty passed away on July 13, 2024, at the age of 53 after a long battle with breast cancer. She had requested to be cremated with her ashes scattered in Malibu, and her memorial was planned to be a joyful celebration of her life. Many details of her funeral remain private. Merlin Olsen as Jonathan Garvey.
Well, it sure seems to be. The bank thought so. They didn't give me a minute's trouble with that loan.
Well, they recognize a growing enterprise when they see it. You'll soon have enough business from
Merlin Olsen joined Little House on the Prairie in 1977 as Jonathan Garvey when he was 37 years old. He was a loyal and strong friend to Charles Ingalls. Before acting, Olsen was a football star with the Los Angeles Rams. He also appeared in films like The Undefeated and starred in the TV series Father Murphy. Olsen passed away on March 11, 2010, at the age of 69, after a battle with mesothelioma. He is buried at San Gabriel Cemetery in California. Richard Bull as Nellie Oleson.
Now I've destroyed your entire stock of elixir.
You listen to me, Nels.
No, Harriet, you listen to me.
Richard Bull was 50 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, portraying Nellie Oleson, the gentle and patient husband of the feisty Harriet Oleson. Before Little House, Richard Bull had a long career with appearances in shows like Perry Mason and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. However, it was his role as Nels that became his most memorable and enduring performance. Richard Bull passed away on February 3, 2014, at the age of 89 from complications related to pneumonia. He was laid to rest at Calvary Cemetery in Monroe, Greene County, Wisconsin, USA. Queenie Smith as Mrs. Amanda.
Oh, dear, I reset the sleeve last night because it just wasn't hanging proper.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dear, I'll go fetch.
Queenie Smith joined Little House on the Prairie as Mrs. Amanda, a warm and kind presence in the community. By the time of her role in the show, she had enjoyed a long and successful career as a character actress in both film and television. Smith was well known for her appearances in films like Showboat, 1936, and The Snake Pit, 1948. On television, she guest starred in numerous popular series, including The Waltons, Hawaii Five-0, and The Love Boat. Her final screen role was in the 1978 comedy film Foul Play, alongside Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn. Queenie Smith passed away on August 5, 1978, at the age of 79 due to cancer. She was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Michael Landon as Charles Ingalls.
Cross my heart.
All right, well, I knew your ma would just die of a broken heart if I didn't go along, so I accepted and hoped to heaven she was a good cook.
You're teasing, Dad.
Michael Landon was 36 years old when he began his iconic role as Charles Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie in 1974. Landon was the creative force behind the show, serving as producer, director, and writer for many episodes. Before Little House, Landon was already famous for his role as Little Joe Cartwright on Bonanza and later starred in Highway to Heaven. Sadly, Landon passed away on July 1, 1991 at the age of 54 after a brief but intense battle with pancreatic cancer. His death was widely mourned by both fans and fellow actors. He was buried at Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California. Eddie Quillan as Buffalo Bill.
Man, to get him to talk. Good enough. We Harry. What's that? Goodbye. Farewell.
Eddie Quillan appeared on Little House on the Prairie as Buffalo Bill at age 70. Before this, he had a long career in Hollywood with standout roles in The Grapes of Wrath, 1940, and Mutiny on the Bounty, 1935. On TV, he made guest appearances in shows like Perry Mason and The Addams Family. Quillan passed away on July 19, 1990, at the age of 83 due to cancer. He was buried at San Fernando Mission Cemetery in Mission Hills, California. Katherine MacGregor as Harriet Oleson.
Why? It's the answer to our prayers.
I think we should talk about it.
Nonsense.
Katherine MacGregor was 49 when she joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, portraying Harriet Oleson, the snobbish and comedic wife of Nels Oleson, played by Richard Bull. Harriet's sharp tongue and antics made her one of the show's standout characters. Before Little House, MacGregor appeared in series like Ironside and All in the Family, and had a rich background in theater. She passed away on November 13, 2018, at the age of 93 from natural causes. Katherine MacGregor was cremated, and her ashes were scattered according to her wishes. Ivan Bonar as Mr. Case.
Yes?
I'm really very sick.
Yes, you are, Mary.
Do I have to have an operation?
Ivan Bonar was 53 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie, portraying Mr. Case in episodes like The Silent Cry and The Reincarnation of Nellie, Part 2. His character added depth to the series during its later seasons. Before Little House, Bonar had a successful career in television, appearing in classics such as The Waltons, Gunsmoke, and Hawaii Five-0. He was known for his versatile performances in drama and westerns. Ivan Bonar passed away on December 8, 1988, at the age of 66. The cause of his death remains unknown. He was cremated and his ashes were scattered at sea. Victor French as Isaiah Edwards.
You mean you will?
Well, I could be persuaded.
Yeah! That's great! We'll be good.
I was asleep, don't you see? And I dreamed that these Indians come along and lifted that tree right off of me.
Only it wasn't a dream.
How'd you know that?
Victor French was 40 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, portraying Isaiah Edwards, a kind-hearted yet rugged frontiersman who became a close friend of the Ingalls family. His character provided both humor and poignant moments, especially as he struggled with personal challenges like alcoholism. Before Little House on the Prairie, French often played tough or villainous roles in westerns, including appearances on shows like Gunsmoke. Later, he reunited with Michael Landon for the series Highway to Heaven, where he portrayed Mark Gordon. French also directed several episodes of Little House on the Prairie. Victor French passed away on June 15, 1989, at the age of 54 from lung cancer. He was cremated and his ashes were scattered at sea near Santa Barbara, California. Carl Swenson as Lars Hansen.
Would die on him, and then folks would know he's a fraud.
Fraud? Are you old Billy Goat? You can't even blow a whistle on time. He's
Carl Swenson was 66 when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, playing Lars Hansen, the founder of Walnut Grove. His character was a fatherly figure who provided wisdom and guidance to the community. Before Little House, Swenson had an extensive career in television with roles in Perry Mason, Bonanza, and Gunsmoke. He also appeared on Lassie. Swenson passed away from a heart attack on October 8, 1978, at the age of 70, just days before his final episode aired. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family members. Don Redberry as Jud Larabee.
When you can't go around the bog, you go through it.
All right, then. We're all in agreement, huh?
Agreed.
All right, meeting adjourned.
Don Redberry was 64 when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1978 as Jud Larabee, a tough and stubborn Walnut Grove farmer. Best known for his role as Red Ryder in 1940s westerns, Barry also appeared in shows like Gunsmoke and Bonanza. Barry took his own life on July 17, 1980, at the age of 68. He is interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. Kevin Hagen as Dr. Hiram Baker.
Miss Rucker, you know that woman would keep one doctor busy all by herself?
The do? That's French. They're French, aren't they?
I don't know. I guess so.
Hiram Baker.
Yes?
I'm Caleb Ledoux. Dr. Caleb Ledoux, I believe you're expecting me.
Kevin Hagen was 46 when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, portraying Dr. Hiram Baker, the compassionate and reliable town doctor. His character was crucial in helping the Ingalls family and the other residents of Walnut Grove. Before Little House, Hagen had appeared in shows like Bonanza, Perry Mason, and Mission Impossible. Kevin Hagen passed away on July 9, 2005, at the age of 77 after battling esophageal cancer. He was laid to rest at Hillcrest Memorial Park Cemetery in Palm Desert, California. Sam Edwards as Mr. Bill Anderson.
Right through the floor.
How do you know that?
Well, in my business, you learn to see the signs. Especially when they're that obvious.
You a while yet?
Say, shouldn't you two be getting back to school?
Well, I really want to stay and wait till the first call comes in.
I'll tell you what.
Sam Edwards was 63 when he joined Little House on the Prairie as Mr. Bill Anderson, the friendly postman of Walnut Grove. He appeared in numerous television shows, including Dragnet, Gunsmoke, and The Andy Griffith Show. Sam Edwards passed away on July 28, 2004, at the age of 89 from a heart attack. He was cremated. Dabbs Greer as Reverend Robert Alden.
That concludes our service for this Sunday. May God be with each one of you.
Dabbs Greer was 57 when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1974, playing Reverend Robert Alden, the kind-hearted minister of Walnut Grove. Before Little House, Greer appeared in Gunsmoke, The Twilight Zone, and Picket Fences. Dabbs Greer passed away on April 28, 2007, at the age of 90, due to kidney failure. He is interred at Peace Valley Cemetery in McDonald County, Missouri. James Jetter as Hans Dorfler.
You'd all be very proud of your accomplishments. You know, recently I spoke with my superior in Mankato about my...
Now, hold it a minute. Mrs. Olsen has been kind enough to make the offer, and I think we ought to accept it. Now, what could you give, Kennedy? 50 cents? $1?
James Jetter portrayed Hans Dorfler, the blacksmith, on Little House on the Prairie from 1974 to 1980 when he was in his 50s. Before Little House, Jetter was known for his roles in various Western TV shows, including Gunsmoke, Bonanza, and The Wild Wild West, as well as in films like Cool Hand Luke and The Sand Pebbles. Jetter passed away after a long illness in March 2007 at the age of 85. Ted Gehring as Ebenezer Sprague.
You work mighty hard, and you deserve better than this, but you have one consolation. There's a lot of grown-ups who made the same mistake.
Ted Gehring was 46 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie in 1975, portraying Ebenezer Sprague, the stern but ultimately kind-hearted banker of Walnut Grove. Before Little House, Gehring was a prolific character actor, appearing in shows like Bonanza, MASH, and Star Trek, the original series. His film roles included Bound for Glory and Nickelodeon. Ted Gehring passed away on September 28, 2000, at the age of 71 from natural causes. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family. E.J. Andre as Jed Cooper.
moved on.
E.J. Andre was 68 years old when he began portraying Jed Cooper on Little House on the Prairie, appearing in several episodes from 1976 to 1982. His character often provided wisdom and support to the Ingalls family. Before Little House, Andre had roles in shows like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and The Waltons, as well as films like Cool Hand Luke. E.J. Andre passed away from cancer on September 6, 1984, at the age of 76. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family members. Bob Hoye as Ben Slick.
What was that?
Bob Hoye joined Little House on the Prairie in 1975, portraying Ben Slick in the episode To See the World. He was 48 at the time. His character contributed to the series' rich tapestry of guest roles, enhancing the episode's narrative with his performance. Before Little House, Hoye had a notable career in westerns and action dramas, appearing in TV shows like The High Chaparral, Gunsmoke, and Bonanza. He was also featured in films like The Outlaw Josie Wales and The Great Race. Bob Hoye passed away on February 8, 2010, at the age of 82 due to cancer. He was cremated and his ashes were given to his family. Richard Jekyll as Irv Hartwig.
Oh. Well, I know how hard it is for young folks sometimes to understand, but he was only doing the best.
Richard Jekyll was 50 when he appeared as Irv Hartwig on Little House on the Prairie. Before Little House, Jekyll was a prominent figure in westerns and action dramas, with memorable roles in shows like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, and The Wild Wild West. He also starred in films such as The Dirty Dozen, Chisholm, and Sometimes a Great Notion, for which he earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Richard Jekyll passed away on June 14, 1997, at the age of 70 after a battle with melanoma. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family. John McLean as Caleb Fisher.
The dress was good enough. This one is, well, I would not call it a proper.
John McLean was 59 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie, portraying Caleb Fisher, a wise and kind fisherman. He appeared in 3 episodes between 1977 and 1983. Before Little House, McLean had a rich career in television and film, with roles in TV shows like Gunsmoke, The Virginian, and The Twilight Zone. His film appearances included Cool Hand Luke and In Cold Blood. John McLean passed away on April 16, 1994, at the age of 76. He was laid to rest at Santa Barbara Cemetery in California, USA. Sunshine Parker as Driver.
So, your friends are coming to save you, but this time we'll be ready for them. I'll deputize every man in this.
Sunshine Parker appeared in Little House on the Prairie in the 1970s, playing roles such as driver and freight man. He was 47 during his time on the show, adding charm and authenticity to the series. Before Little House, Parker had roles in TV shows like Bonanza and The Dukes of Hazzard, and was recognized for his appearances in films like Roadhouse and Tremors. Sunshine Parker passed away on February 17, 1999, at the age of 71 due to pneumonia. He was laid to rest at Cenizo Hill Cemetery in Mathis, San Patricio County, Texas, USA. Royal Dano as Mr. Hector Webb.
No, I told you no.
Don't you lie to me.
I'm not, I swear it.
You're a wanton thing, Sylvie. Lord knows I've
Royal Dano joined Little House on the Prairie in 1979, portraying Mr. Hector Webb. He was 57 years old at the time and brought his rugged charm to the role. Before Little House, Dano had a distinguished career in film and television, with roles in The Red Badge of Courage and The Outlaw Josie Wales, Gunsmoke, and Bonanza. He was even renowned for voicing Abraham Lincoln in Disney's Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Royal Dano passed away on May 15, 1994, at the age of 71 from a heart attack following a car accident. Wayne Heffley as Mr. Kennedy.
Jim Tyler!
15 minutes till the next.
Wayne Heffley was 47 when he portrayed Mr. Kennedy in the Little House on the Prairie episode, The Voice of Tinker Jones, 1974. His character played a pivotal role in a storyline centered on a church bell dispute within the community. Before Little House, Heffley had appeared in numerous TV shows, including Perry Mason, Gunsmoke, and Mission Impossible. Heffley passed away on November 19, 2008, at the age of 81 after a long illness. Arthur Hill as Lansford Ingalls.
Have the dressed already.
I want to get to the post early in case it was a letter.
I'll fix your breakfast before you go.
Arthur Hill portrayed Lansford Ingalls, Charles Ingalls' brother, in Little House on the Prairie during the 1976 episode Journey in the Spring, Part 1. Hill was 54 years old at the time. Before Little House, Hill had a successful career in television, appearing in The Twilight Zone, Perry Mason, and The Millionaire. Arthur Hill passed away on October 22, 2006, at the age of 84 after battling Alzheimer's disease. He was cremated, and his ashes were scattered at sea. Elizabeth Hoffman as Miss Mason.
Miss Mason, can the boy speak? Have you ever heard him speak?
No,
Elizabeth Hoffman joined Little House on the Prairie in 1975, portraying Miss Mason, a kind and nurturing teacher. She was 54 years old at the time. Before Little House, Hoffman starred in War and Remembrance, Matlock, and 30-something, among other notable TV shows. Elizabeth Hoffman passed away on August 21, 2023, at the age of 97 from natural causes. Hermione Baddeley as Kezia Horn.
Cola, aren't they? Huh?
Yeah, they sure are.
Beautiful.
Hermione Baddeley joined Little House on the Prairie in the role of Kezia Horn when she was 71. Known for her work in films like Mary Poppins and The Aristocats, she had a distinguished career in both film and television. Baddeley passed away on August 19, 1986, at the age of 79, following complications from a series of strokes. She was buried at St. Mary and St. Mellor Churchyard in the UK. As we conclude, we thank you for watching this video and for honoring the remarkable cast of Little House on the Prairie. Their timeless contributions continue to live on through their unforgettable characters. We appreciate you taking the time to remember their legacies. For more tributes to the stars of classic shows we've lost over the years, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your continued support.